who's taking the stand.
I'm walking to the box, going up on the stand, being sworn in. We have 3 questions from the room, and then we have 5 questions that come from the audience. I only get 1 shot at passing, a.k.a. a plea.
Have you started to get a little nervous yet? Because this is about the time when reality kind of sets in.
That's where y'all get tight.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm good. I'll get nervous as soon as I hear the questions.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still, okay.
He's relaxed.
I guess I'm relaxed. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should be a little bit more nervous.
It's such a relief when you're on the other side of it.
Yeah.
It's like you just sit back, relax,
I know
hang
when
out.
Mark puts on his fancy headphone buds.
Yeah.
It's go time.
It's go time, for real. All right, so let's see. You're first.
Yes, I'm first.
All right.
Okay, being in the position as the head of the radio station, the program director, I know a lot of times like record labels and other music people are trying to sell you on artists as part of your job. I want to know about the last artist that had like high expectations, a lot of hype, and then you heard it and it was trash, basically. It wasn't what you were expecting. It was a letdown. Disappointment.
A lot of hype though. I'm like, who had a lot?
Like somebody was personally trying to sell Orlando on this is the next big person. This is going to be the next big artist. Believe in him.
Fell by the wayside, maybe?
Man, I don't know. Like, I mean, there have been some bricks that have come through, but I don't know if they were really hyped up like they were supposed to be big. I remember there was this kid, T. Mills, that was like really like...
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say him, I swear on life. Because you and I had this conversation one day.
They like hyped him so big. They were like, man, you don't understand. His Twitter is like following is nuts. His social networking is nuts. It's like, man, when he comes to town, you just say he's in town and it goes crazy. And I'm like, well, I got to see this.
Yeah.
So, they brought him to town and they said, we doing a tweet and greet.
That's right. I remember that.
We're doing a tweet and greet. And I was like, boy, that thing was cricket. I was like, man, I don't have to say nothing else after this. T. Mills has become a verb, by the way. It's like, we tell people when they hype artists all the time, we're like, don't T. Mills yourself.
Wow.
Don't play yourself. So, it was T. Mills. Big shot. I mean, hopefully he comes with something heavy, but that wasn't it.
Damn, Travis.
Yeah. Was not it. All right.
I've been thinking about the radio station all weekend long, so I wanted to ask something about Wild. So I thought about this. If you could rehire any on-air personality back to Wild, who would it be? You can only choose one, and why?
Back? So meaning they were here in the past?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I mean, there's a lot of them, but then they got like baggage with them too.
Yeah.
Don't we
and
all?
I could only, and I could only pick one.
You can only choose one.
If I could only choose one, it would be DJ Trauma.
Okay.
It would be DJ Trauma. Just because Trauma got fired and hired, and it was almost like a Buckwheat situation where he would let go and come back. But it was good to just have Trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was funny and he was talented and he was like, really committed to mixing. Like, I think mixing outranked bathing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would jump up and go to his shift and like, he would be like, I ain't taking a quick shower. I ain't gonna be late. I'm gonna just go bathe when I get done.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, he was down though. And I would love to have Trauma back in.
All right.
Yeah. So that would be the one. Big
Good
shout out to
job.
DJ Trauma. DJ Stephen Cervalli.
All right. Are you going to make him do it, Mark?
I don't know.
You make me plead the fifth?
It's a good question. It's more personal, that's for sure.
Okay, what is it?
So you know a lot of people and you have a big family. When was the last time, it could be work, wherever you want to take it, when was the last time you were truly disappointed in somebody? Who was it? And what did they do to disappoint you?
Oh,
Good question.
What?
Oh, man.
I need names.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, damn. I mean, like, what did they do to disappoint me though?
Yeah.
Like, you had a 3-part question.
It's all combined to one.
I mean, all right. Well, I know that when. Okay. Well, here's one that y'all might know part of this because y'all heard me bitching about it. But my sister-in-law came stay with me, and she brought this dog.
Yeah.
Named Bear. And now when I say bear, I'm like, is this bitch big? Right? It ain't no like dog you gonna take on a plane with you, And I'm allergic to dogs.
Yeah.
And so, I think it was pretty much just like that whole thing, because like a week turned into 2 weeks, turned into 4 weeks, turned into like 6 months. And it was just dog hair everywhere. I'm taking Claritin like it's crack. And it was just uncomfortable. And then it was like no apologies whatsoever.
Nothing.
Like just like, yo, you just got to suck it up. And I was like, to this day, it's like still a rift because I'm like, yo, you didn't apologize. You didn't for the inconvenience or nothing like that. So it's like we don't really rock with each other like that no more because it's like, I'm just like, you just can't really do that to somebody's house. Like, you know, like this big ass dog running around just flopping on everything.
And your house was brand new at that time too, right?
Yeah,
You guys kind of
I mean, it's just like 3 years ago. Yeah, like 3 years old. So, you know, like, you know, it was one of them house guests that just wouldn't leave and like kept coming back. And I was just like, yo, I really can't deal with this dog no more. So, but yeah, so she's moved on and doing other stuff. But I still think it was just immensely rude.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that was something that, you know, just was a bother. But I ain't tap out yet. So I believe it. All right, so I got 5 questions coming from the audience. All right, so we got calls and texts coming in. Y'all ride them out. We still got 5 coming.
All right, here, I'll start it off. It says, Orlando, have you ever walked out of the studio because you were so angry? If yes, why was it about? What was it about?
Man, you know,
Ooh.
what's the thing about slander?
Ooh. I can semi.
I will say, I can't say who.
Okay.
Man.
You could plead the fifth.
Yeah, but it's a good story. You can tell.
It's not slander if it's true. It has to be a false spoken statement. So speak the truth, brother.
All right, Tommy Davidson, who used to be on The Living Color, came in to do his thing like years ago on the air. And he was so in the bag. Like he was wasted on whatever it is that he was wasted on. We had a vote and a guess, but I can't prove that it was Booger Sugar. But I will say that he was zooted out of his mind, and I was so pissed. It was horrible. And I just walked out of the studio and was just like, I was missing for like 10 minutes because it was just like, it was garbage. I was like, just go play some music. I'll be back. And then I came back and it was just like, we hit another quick break. And I was like, all right, man, you know, take care. And it was terrible. To this day, he still hasn't been back.
Wow.
We had that. People always ask, like, why you don't have Tommy Davis? I'm like, nah, that's all right.
A really bad interview or having somebody in here can really put you in a bad mood.
It's just, I shouldn't have to work that hard to promote your show. Like, I'm like, dog, I ain't getting paid for this. Like, I'm like, I don't want nobody in here. I got to work that hard for it. So, yeah, that's what happened. Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah, I did leave.
Okay, this one came in through the text. Question for Orlando. What is the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you during sex?
Wow. The most embarrassing was probably when I farted.
In the middle of it?
But then I received one
You
as
received
well.
one?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if it was more embarrassing to get it or give it, but yeah.
Like straight to the face?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Like you were doing something and it was
Yeah.
Did it end? Did you like get up and walk away or did you keep it moving?
Honestly, I was like, you know.
What's that breeze?
I was like, damn. Like, you know, like the person got like, huh? What? I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
So do you acknowledge it or you just keep riding?
I just kept going.
Really?
I just kept going. I was like, wow.
Was it a real fart or was it something else that was like a...
No, it was a fart.
Okay.
It was wind, you know, but the wind hit my chin.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, okay. All right. No, what's next?
All right, this one says...
I can only imagine.
It says, Orlando, if Davi and Mark got in a fist fight, who do you have your money on?
Who I got my money on?
Oh, my God.
I actually... I want to answer this one.
I'm sure you do.
All right, well, if Davi, I don't know. I mean, tail of the tape say Davi's reach is longer than Mark's.
Facts.
But, you know, Mark got that crazy little Conor McGregor in him. So I don't know. Like, Mark might bite him. You know what I'm saying? So
Or I'll pull a Marshan and lick his face.
I don't know. I would probably have to bet on Davi just because Davi been out in them streets
months.
A little longer.
Yeah.
Young Skrilla.
Yeah. Smart money's on
I
me.
mean, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? He had to be out there fighting for his supper. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
you know what I mean? So I think I would have to bet on
Does that
Dobby.
hurt you a little bit,
No,
Mark?
it's fine. No. It's the first false thing he said today on the radio.
Oh my God.
When we want to do big facts, come back. I got a question for you, though.
All right, okay, what we got?
When have you ever dropped or used your name, being a celebrity, quote unquote, to receive something, and what did you receive?
To receive something.
Yeah.
When if I
Like
drop-
pull the, yo, I'm Big O from Wild 94.1. And I know you don't do it often, but I'm sure you've done it one time in your career.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I mean, I can't think of anything big that I've got. I know that there's been times where I was trying to get somewhere and somebody said hi to me. Like like the Buccaneers, for instance. Buccaneers, when you go to the Bucs game, it's pretty much like you going through this gate, you go through this person, blah, blah, blah. And there's no wiggle room whatsoever. And so if you're not on the list or somebody's walking you through, there's like an issue.
Yeah.
And it's no wiggle room whatsoever because like the Bucs really act like they don't like me. So it was one situation where my pass or my name, something wasn't correct. And I was like getting ready to go because I don't like to throw. I'm like, if it ain't here, I don't want to call out some craziness. And I was by myself, so it wasn't really affecting anybody.
Sure.
And a listener who was working there was like, "Hey, Orlando, man, love your show, blah, blah." And so I extended the conversation a little longer till the person who was checking me in turned to catch the conversation.
Okay.
Like the conversation was supposed to be quick. Like, "Hey, I like your show," and keep walking. And then, because the person's back was turned, I was like, "Hey, so what you like about the show?"
Yeah, tell me
like
more.
trying to stretch it out a little bit so the lady could catch a glimpse of it, and then she let me in
Okay.
or whatever. So I milked it that way, but I didn't initiate it. I don't like doing that. I hate when people try and big game me.
Yeah.
Like, you know
Name
who I am?
droppers,
It's like if
right.
I have to ask who you are, I guess I don't need to know.
Do you know what I do?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know how important my business card
You know
says I
my
am?
name.
Yeah.
I hate that whatsoever. All right, so that's that.
Okay.
How many more we got?
One last one.
One last one.
I have one. Davi, do you have
Go
one?
for it, Meredith.
Okay. Orlando,
Yes.
you were very judgy about Mark's body count. So we have a bunch of texts coming in asking what your count is.
What my count is?
Yeah.
Man.
Come on. You know you thought about it over the last week.
Need a
too.
calculator?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have not thought about it. I mean, my body count? Nah, man, come on. Dude.
Are you going to play this in?
Ooh.
Mark actually
I plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, numbers get you. Nah, man, I'm not playing the numbers game.
Still gotta go home.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You start, man, people get abacus out and stuff. They're like, wait a minute, hold on now. I don't like numbers. I hate numbers. I hate asking about people's numbers, so I damn sure don't want to be rolling through mine because I stopped counting a long time ago. My number is Roman numeral.